Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Ives, and today we're just gonna have a little session in my garage, and we'll see where it takes me today. I'm a little tired today. I can feel it in my head, my eyes, but after a warm up, there's many instances where I get my sweat in, I get warm, get my blood pumping, and then it turns out to be an amazing practice. So we'll see where it takes me today. But today's goal is just to really remember some of the things I'm creating for myself, and also just getting a good workout and getting a good sweat in. Yeah. So let's get it. Yay! Always start with some top rock. You know what I mean? Top styles. Start this up. Oh, is it dead? So as a creative, you gotta kind of pivot when things in your session don't go as quite as you planned. I was trying to go more intense, my warm up, and actually record like my heartbeat and the calories I'm burning and tracking and stuff. That's one thing I've been doing lately. It was dead, so that means I had to let it charge for a bit before I can actually like really get into it. So what I decided to do was, while it was charging for like 20-30 minutes, I just went ahead and warmed up even more, got even more loose with some all styling. Sometimes you gotta be able to pivot in that sense to just kind of see where the practice takes you, like I said, and my body was really in the mood for that too. It was okay with me doing that. So while that was charging, I actually just continued to get a sweat in with some all styles, y'all. For those curious on why I decided to do open styles, it actually helped me with patience. Open styles really taught me to really take my time in between my angles and my movement and my dance, and just be more aware of like my body, right? As breakers, I feel like we're so tense, we're so eager to just go out there and kill it. But with open styles, it's really your entire moment from beginning to end, right? And it also taught me how to just take my time and breathe more. So that's one reason why I wanted to get into open styles. But also, it's a dope art form, you know what I mean? The battles, the atmosphere, the music is different too, so it opens up a different perspective in the dance itself. Yo, so I'm actually glad whatever happened the beginning of my process of practice today happened. This guy was dead for a little bit, but I had to charge it. And while I was charging, letting that charge for a little bit, it was like 20 minutes. I chose to just warm up with some open styles, and it really helped me get loose and really just breaking the sweat. And that's another thing, just a side note about the creative process as an artist, because we can plan whatever we want to do as artists all day long. Like, we can just tell ourselves, okay, I'm gonna go in here and do this and try to execute that. Sometimes that works, but sometimes you really just gotta pivot. Not to get too deep into that, that could be another discussion. But now that I'm all warm, now that my iWatch is all charged up, let's get right into it, yo.
stacks doesn't always mean your feet have to be off the ground. There's also stylish solutions. All right, I think that is a good place to kind of put a pause on today. Like I said, there was some good moments, good burst of energy today. There's good moments where I pushed myself even though my body wasn't there. So that's good, but understanding that there's also a limit to that for today in particular, right? There's this thing as artists, when our bodies are tired, at least for me, I start to talk down on myself and I start to dig from a place that's not so bright. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I shouldn't be tired. I could do this shit. But in reality, that's how injuries happen. You know, that's how we don't set ourselves up for the long run. So to understand what your body's feeling today, I think that's super important and it's super key. Burned approximately 200 and you can't see it. It says 254 calories total. Let me pause this. Not including my warm-up, which I was letting this guy charge to really record how many calories I'm burning when I'm breaking. And I think breaking is probably one of the best forms of exercises to be honest. So yeah, super satisfied for today. Didn't really force anything, let everything happen on its own. And yeah, y'all, on that note, really be mindful of your guys' bodies, man. That's what I meant to say, sorry. Because we want to make sure we do this for as long as we can, right? So really know when to put a stop to it, when to put a pause, yo. Take care of your guys' selves. Let me know what you guys think. And shoot me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next on this artistic journey of mine that you guys are following, which I'm super grateful for. If you're not subscribing yet, please do. Send this to a friend or two that you think that will benefit from this in terms of getting help. And yeah, y'all, subscribe, like the video, whatever you want to do with the video, or don't do anything with it at all. Much love. Thank you for sticking it through all the way this far. Take care, y'all. Peace.